ClickUp CRM, how to use ClickUp as a CRM. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step on how you can use ClickUp as your primary CRM tool. Now, ClickUp is an all-in-one tool and it has been my favorite for project management for quite some time. But you can bring your CRM, pipelines, customer collaboration all into one platform powered by AI, and that is ClickUp. This can help your team in accelerating deals, improving retention, and growing revenue. So, how exactly can you get started with ClickUp? Well, ClickUp is an amazing tool. It allows you to analyze your data for customer insights. You are able to use email management, you have relationship builders, and you can organize your customers all in ClickUp. So all the basic elements of a CRM solution are covered. So for your basic CRM, you would need a contact management system, lead management, sales management, marketing automation, customer support reporting. So all of these basic functions I have. And you can do all of these within ClickUp. So to get started, simply head on over to clickup.com and then click on Get Started. It's free. Then you're going to enter your email address like so. Then click on Next. Now, signing up with a work email does make it easier and it makes it quicker for your team members to sign up and join your space, but you can get started directly by your personal email as well. And then click on Login. And now we're just going to proceed to the ClickUp CRM. Now over here, this is what our workspace looks like. Currently on the left, you guys will see we have our My Tasks and our general workspace. Now I'm going to close this out and I want to proceed with a brand new workspace. So I'm going to be building a new workspace. This is going to be for work and I want it to be sales and CRM. Then we can invite people to our workspace. I'm going to invite one of my own accounts over here and then click on invite. Then you can link any other tools. So if you are using any of these other tools, you can link them over here. Then click on next, and then you're going to enter which features you are interested in trying. So let's say we would want a goals, board and Kanban views, tasks and CRM. And yeah, let's say I just want this. After that, we're going to name our workspace. And usually your workspace is going to be whatever your business name is. So let's say our business is called Spencer. And then we're just going to press enter to continue. Once we do that, we can proceed and log on. So we're going to wait a couple of seconds to be logged on. And now this is what your space is going to look like. On your top right, you have your personal account settings, then you have your applications, you have your conferencing options where you can record a video clip, and then you have your general all tasks. Now, whenever you create a space or a workspace in ClickUp, ClickUp has a hierarchy. So workspaces are completely segregated. My Spencer workspace is going to be completely segregated from the Midge Maisel workspace, and these are going to have different data elements and I cannot share data across them. Now, I can click on settings to get started with managing the settings of my workspace. So over here, you can manage people, upgrade, use their app center to integrate other applications, audit logs, teams, and more. So you have all of these functionalities and editing options. Now I'm going to go directly into home because I don't want to edit too much from the settings for now. To get started, first off, we need to customize our spaces. So by default, it will have a space called space. And we can click on delete and then delete this random space. And then it will just have this all tasks section. Until you create individual spaces in your workspace, it's basically going to be a blank slate. These individual spaces could be referred to as a sheet of tasks or a separate folder of tasks. So click on new space over here. Now, I'm just going to be naming this my CRM, or you can click on Use Templates on the bottom. And when you click on Use Templates, you will see several different templates available. Now you can click on Use Cases and select a use case that you are looking for, or just go into the template search bar and search for the type of template you're looking for. Now you guys can see I have a sales and CRM template available. So I personally really like ClickUp's template because they eliminate a lot of the repetitive stuff for you. And you can customize this to your personal liking. It's fully customizable and available for free. So I do like to use this. So I'm going to go with their brand management template, which is a sales and CRM template. Now I can click on quick use to just take a quick look. And we're going to remove this. Now from here, we can see status groups, ClickUp apps, and other elements. And then we have this one, which is slightly more comprehensive. So I want to click on new space, and we're going to go into use templates, CRM, and I think I'm going to go with the intermediate template. And I'm just going to click on use template, and I'm going to name this my Spencer brand, or this is going to be my CRM. And this is going to create a brand new space. Now you can customize your import items. So if you want to import automations, views, tasks, and more. I'm not going to be customizing this because I do want to import everything as it is. And then we have our project dates. I want to remap my dates. So I want my dates to start from tomorrow, and the ending time should be, let's say, within the next month, like so. And from here, we are going to choose if we want to skip the weekends. And if you want to import all tasks as open, then if you want to include archive tasks. Now I'm just going to click on use template. So this template is going to be created within the workspace. The best part about using ClickUp is that within Workspace, you can use the template, or you can use a singular space to build your CRM. Then you can use a different space within the same workspace to manage HR, finance, or other elements of your business, whether it's project management or anything else. So here we have our CRM, and within this, I'm going to delete one of these spaces. Now within our CRM, you guys can see this is a space created within our workspace. Starting off on your top right, you can add this to your favorites. So you have a quick sidebar section where you can access this quickly. You can rename this and copy the link, and you can change the colors and icons. I'm going to change this to a pink color, and I want to use a different icon. Let's say it is going to be a person, like so. From there, you can manage your space settings, including your automations, custom fields, billable time tracking, and task statuses. You can click on all space settings to customize all of these. So in our default views, we have list and board views. I do prefer a calendar view as well, and I'm going to change my board view to my default view because that is what I prefer. Then I'm just going to click on done. In our basic statuses, we have to do, in progress, and then completed. I do want a status called completed. And then after that, I'm going to change this one to approved, maybe like so, or case closed, like so. Because maybe I want managerial approval on things that are closed and just things that are marked as complete to be done by the person doing the task itself. Now, you can enable the progress icons on this as well to just show the level of progress. Then click on apply changes. Below that, you will have all of your Click apps. So you can manage all of your different elements, including your dependencies, time tracking, which can be helpful for billing and invoicing, and tracking billable hours. So you can do all of that over here. I'm just going to click on done, and I'm going to close out these settings. Now on the left, we have style guides and SOPs, where we have our brand style guide. Then we have a brief template, and this is going to be for our CRM. Then we have our brand programs, including our website refresh, our quarterly sweepstake. Then we have style and guidances, and then vendors and agencies. So I'm going to change this to a board view on all of these, so you guys can actually view this more so in a typical fashion that you would see CRMs in. So we have things like to do, in progress, submitted, feedback to agency. Now within this particular space, you can see different folders have been created and different lists have been built in different folders. So this allows you to further categorize even individual tasks that are present within your CRM. Now to get started, starting off, I would go into our brand program. These are just primary documentations. So we are going to go directly into the task section, and we can choose to start moving items into wherever we want. If you are satisfied with, just the general layout of all of this, and you think that this looks fine, you can remove the sample data. So if you want to remove the sample data, you can go on ahead, go into your CRM, and we are going to go into our space, and we're going to have to either do this manually, or you can actually do this in an automated way from what I remember. And I'm just going to go through some of the other elements. Now, I don't think we can actually customize this template, and what we can actually do is we can proceed with copying this template again without having the elements. So for that, we're going to go into our CRM, go into template, click on browse templates, search for our CRM, and I think I want to go with a different one this time just so I can show you guys some primary differences. I'm going to click on new space. We're going to search for a CRM again, and then we're going to use this one. Click on use template, and this is going to be our sales and CRM. I don't want to import automations views. I do want the views, but I don't want the automations or the tasks. And after that, I'm just going to click on use template, and you guys will see a major difference in this. So this is going to look pretty different, and we have custom task types as well. And for this, we will have to upgrade because I think you can do only one free import on ClickUp as of yet. But that's all right. We can start building our own elements into this template as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into these folders, and these folders are something that I personally do find very efficient. And I'm going to go into brand programs and weekly check-ins with agency, host ideation success. We have vendors and agencies, which we can add. We have a vendors master list, a board, contracts, vendors, and types. So from here, what I would do is I would click on add, and I can add them as a task. And these would be our potential vendors or agencies. Let's say this is going to be Kilm Bakery. Like this, I can click on this over here. I can add the status as well as the dates, time estimates, custom fields. If we want to add any subtasks, obviously this is just the name. Let's say we are currently in progress with this. Then you can also see all of your contracts and then your vendor types that have been listed. So we have creative, analytics, digital experience, so on and so forth. Everything has been categorized. Then we have your style guides, brief. These are just 2 documents. So I'm going to delete this folder for now because we want to focus on the CRM element, which includes our quarterly sweepstake as well as our website refresh. So to get started, first off, we're going to go into the board view, and we have all of these email communications and different tasks that are listed, which we can move. If we want to create a new task, we can just click on add a task, and we can add our task over here. Let's say this is going to be agency policy update. Then we can click on the task and add more details, including assignees, priorities, time tracking, relationships, tags, estimates, and more. You can even use the help of AI to write further. Now, if the intermediate templates are going to be a bit too complicated, you can always opt to make a simple project management template, your CRM template. So if I scroll down and I take a look at our quick start template, so if I was to just manually do all of this, I can get started simply by building a space for my CRM. Then from here, I would just use this basic starter version for my workflows, and I am going to just create this space, okay? Once I've built this individual space, I'm going to delete any excessive space, and I'm going to get started with our primary function, which is going to be lead management or a central data hub. So I would click on the list over here, or I would just rename this to basically my lead management, or yeah, this could be contact and lead management. So this is going to be contacts and leads. And the default views are list views and board views. I wouldn't need a basic view other than that. Then for this, we are going to build our new statuses, which are going to be called either contacted, then we have deal or old deal, and then we have, or just contacted and old deal, or lead. I'm going to label this as lead, contact, and then new business. And then after that, I might want to add another status called old business. And I'm going to apply these changes and save the template as CRM. Then after that, I'm going to just proceed. And in this is specifically designed for my contacts and leads. Now to further optimize this, I'm going to go into the list view and then change the list name into all leads. Then what I would do is I would click on view, add another list, and then rename this into contacts. And the list options in this are going to be filtered, and the list status is going to be not the status. I think the priority, not priority. This was tag. I can tag them under contact all businesses. Yeah. So the first list, it's going to be all contacts. And I'm just going to group this on the status, descending. And right now I'm just going to add one contact. Let's say this is going to be Kelly Smith, like this. Now this does not have a due date, so I don't need to display this column. Although, because this is more so a project manager, it's going to have these columns, but you can choose to hide these elements. So you can just move this to the right over here. Now in this, I can choose the status this is. So if this is a lead or a contact, and I'm going to name this all, rename this as all contacts and leads. Then I'm going to add a lead called, let's say, Jane Doe. Now from here, I want to choose I can add priorities if I want, and then the assignees. So instead of labeling this as assignee, this could be the person from our end of the business that is going to be contacting their representative. Now from here, we can click on the plus icon and add our own fields. So let's say for every lead or contact, I want to add what account they are related to. So what I would want is that I want to build this as a text form, and this is going to be called account, and I can manually type in the account that they are related to, like so. And I'm just going to move this over here. Let's say this is going to be the Smith account, and then whatever I want, I can define that over here. I'm going to place this like so, and I'm just going to refresh so our elements could be synced up together. And now from here, I can build the next step, which is going to be our sales and CRM pipeline. So for this, I would just be building this called as pipeline. I would click on continue, and I would want this to be a pretty generic one because our sales management is going to include deal tracking. And for this, I would need these primary features. So this includes deal tracking and pipeline, sale forecasting, activity tracking, tasks, and follow-up. So going back into our folder, we're going to go with starter and progress complete. I'm going to leave the statuses as default. And we are going to click on done, click on create space. I'm going to build my pipeline. I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to build a new list in this. In this, I'm going to add a board view. I am going to pin this view as the default view. Then for our deal statuses, I would want this to be customized. So pipeline and deal tracking. So I'm going to use a AI tool to be able to build these. So we're just going to go into ChatGPT and quickly ask it to build different statuses for this pipeline. These are going to be our pipeline status: lead capture, qualified, proposal sent. We're just going to customize this, and you can directly just go into your space, click on settings, space settings, click on space settings, go into your task statuses, and this is going to be, we have lead capture, qualified, lead captured, then we're going to have qualified, then after that we have proposal sent, then after that we have further customization. So we're just going to keep on adding these. We're going to go into space, all space settings, and the next one is negotiation, and then one and close. So negotiation, I'm going to save this, and then after that in our done statuses, one closed, one, and then closed lost is going to be our final status. We're going to have to just add this quickly. I'm going to delete this one. This is going to be archive, and this is going to be closed lost. I'm going to mark this under red, and then the one is going to be under green. I'm just going to customize the colors. Qualified, proposal sent, negotiation. I'm going to apply these changes, save these changes like so. Now, once we've done that, I can go into the board view to view all of these stages, and I'm just going to add a task. So let's say this is going to be our new account called Betty Baker's, okay? Now from here, I can click on this, and this will show me different statuses that are more so aligned with project management and different elements that would be better associated with project management. So how am I supposed to customize all of these? Well, you can easily customize all of these. All you have to do is go into these priority elements, and you're going to add your own. This can be done a bit easier in the list view, which is why I prefer it. So I prefer it for adding elements. So what I'm going to be doing is that, let's say for lead capturing, I would want to look at maybe for lead capturing, we have contact attempted, we have needs identified, budget confirmed, and then decision makers. So I'm going to go back and then I'm going to add this, and you can choose to add all of these different stages and statuses as column elements rather than adding them as individual stages, but I prefer the stages method instead. Then I like to select a drop down, and then this is going to be my needs. And then we can add needs identified, decision maker identified, and then let's say we have our final one, which is maybe whatever you want to add, you can add that, and then just click on create. Now, whenever I have an element added in my board, so I can specify what level of contact we have made and whether or not our statuses have reached a certain point. You can specify this under custom fields, and then just like that, your custom field can be displayed. You can choose to display it over here as well. Now, if you add all of these stages as elements within the stages section, that can also be done, but that is going to make your tasks look a bit crowded, and it's easier to visually send items and to drag and drop items into different stages of the pipeline that they are present in. This just is my preferred method. If you want to do it the other way around, you can do that as well. Now, when it comes to using this tool as a CRM tool, you can go into your My Task section just to view anything assigned to you. And if you are just a person that is working in an agency, then this just makes it easier for you to have your own centralized view. Then you also have calendar views to stay organized, and you can link everything to your Google or Microsoft Outlook calendar. Then after that, you have the brain section. Now this can help you in connecting multiple different apps. They have basically their own ClickUp AI tool, which allows you to do a lot of different things, including autopilot agents, tasks, using help centers, generating images, meeting notes, and more. And then you have your other section to build documents, dashboards, whiteboards, goals, clips, forms, and timesheets, all under one app called ClickUp. So this helps you in not only building a free CRM for one of your businesses, but because ClickUp allows you to create multiple different workspaces all together, this is going to help you in building all of your CRM essentials for multiple businesses in one account. Or you can do multiple different things in one account, whether it's project management, client hub, procurement, sales pipelines, or anything else. You are able to do it directly within ClickUp without having to build segregated tools and accounts. If we take this particular space, so we have the Spencer space, which is currently empty, and we're just going to populate it with some sample data that we have. So you guys can see this is just a simple sales template we have used. This includes a account manager with two different types of lists, including a current client list, so renewed, attention needed, nurturing, and these are the way that they have added the statuses. Then we have their engagement as a different view, at risk, inactive, and then active. Predicted revenues, which can be displayed. Then we have priority accounts. Then we have company details. After that, we have past clients. This can serve as an archive. Then you have your pipeline management, which includes all clients, closed deals, scheduled. And then we have our basic pipeline in the form of a list. And then you can view this in the form of a box view and a new lead form as well. So you can just populate this with your own data, and this is just going to help you in getting started with everything very quickly and very easily. The best part about all of this is that ClickUp is available for free. So if you want to get started for free, you have unlimited tasks you can add with unlimited free plan members. This includes any workspaces you're creating, and you're able to add sprint management, Kanban boards, and all the basics within the free version. Now, if you want to upgrade for some other features, you can upgrade for only $7 per user per month, which includes native time tracking, goals, portfolios, emailing in ClickUp, ultimate storage, unlimited integration, unlimited dashboards, unlimited Gantt charts, automations, and integrations. Then for the mid-sized businesses, they have their business plan, which includes many features including advanced automations, timesheets, granular time estimates, and more. So there's nothing to wait for. ClickUp is definitely a great tool which you can use for CRM management directly for free. It is a very diverse tool which could be customized to any of your needs. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you guys do have any questions or queries, you guys can make sure to leave those in the comments down below, because I would love to know anything you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.